Hey there. I thought it would be easier just to uh, show you a video real quick on how to submit. It's a little bit easier than just trying to explain it without seeing it. So I'm signed in as a student, and then just click on today's, which I know you've been doing. And the way that I have it listed, you just go down and do each one, and then the links are here. So for instance, watch the number of the day video. If you have a printer, you can print this out. If not, Nashton can just do it on paper or do it on a whiteboard. It's totally fine. There's not a way to turn these type of things in, and that's why I try and do an interactive Flipgrid for those. So then once he's done that, then he can choose at least one way that we made 13 and show me on a Flipgrid. Just click on that and then record himself showing me a way to make 13. Then the subtraction within 5 is something that needs to be turned in. So it's over here under assigned your work, and each student has their own copy. So you'll just click on that assignment. He'll complete it at subtraction within 5, where he's looking at the picture 4 minus 2, and then he'll just drag and drop the answers over. So that's why I put don't forget to turn it in, just because it is over here. Then with literacy, I've got the read aloud video for him to watch. Again, that's not something that can be turned in, so that's why I do the Flipgrid, so that he can just answer the question that I have on there about the read aloud. And then with Rise Kids, he just logs on here, clicks on his name, go to assignments, and then he'll be able to read the book. I'll see if it'll let me do it for him. So then he'll look for his name. He'll click on himself. He'll put in his iRead number is what goes there. Let me see. It is 77707. So he puts that in. Then he clicks on My Assignments. And then all the books that I've been assigning him every week are on there. He can just choose one if he hasn't been reading those. You don't have to try and catch up. Tomorrow was kind of a free choice day, so he could do a different book, and he would just read through, click on it. If I do it, it's going to show as if he's done it, but you'll just click on the book. He'll be able to read through it. You can click on words to help. Then once he's read through it at least a few times, then after you click on here, and it will let him take a comprehension quiz. So let me log out of him so he'll be able to do that. And then, so that is Raz Kids. And then I only do iRead Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So you don't have to do iRead unless there's a day that you haven't been able to do it. You can play catch up on that day. And then on science, I had to add the video later, but the Brain Pop Junior videos here, you'll click on that. Then I've signed him in, or signed him up. So all he'll do to log in is just enter that same username and password that you use for Google. So the s.nashepard@effingham.k12.ga.us. He'll click in, he'll use that to sign in. So you'll watch that Brain Pop video. And then that's the other thing that needs to be turned in is the Google slide here with a plant life cycle. And then he'll just drag and drop and put those in order after watching the Brain Pop video. Then once you've done both of those things, so again, I'm signed in as a student. Once he's done both, then he can turn those two things in only. And then you with Google Slides, you don't have to save as he works. As he moves things, it saves it automatically. So there's no need to save there. So then do the plant life cycle. I've put a copy of the seed observation journal there, so if you have a printer and can print that off, you can do that. If not, you can just do it on a piece of paper. It's totally fine. Just that he'll make an observation every day about his little bean plant in the greenhouse. And then as there starts to be some difference in the sunflower plant in the pot, then you can print off another and have him make an observation every day about that as well. And then there's another little video, what's inside a bean. Then everything else is pretty much just is interactive. So there's the Lego 30 Days of Play, which is the April calendar, and every day is just a different fun STEM project for them to do with Legos. Then the specials bingo calendar that our specials teachers sent out, so they can choose a different thing every day to do on that. At 1, we'll do our class meeting, and we're going to do a directed drawing of a flower and all its parts. So you can click there when that time comes. And then this will take you, Miss Hall started posting it on Facebook instead of sending it to us. So here is her words of wisdom for the day. So then once he's finished, that's all. The only thing you really have to submit is this part over there. So hopefully that helps a little bit explain that. And again, if he's doing the printed copy, I know that that's a lot to do both. So don't feel like, you have to do all of it. I love the interactive stuff just so that I can kind of see progress and be able to interact with him. But, you just do what you can. I know sharing a device is hard. So, with just have him do as much as he can with the printed packet, and then just the parts that you're able to get to on here. Thank you. Y'all have a great day. Bye.